Hey YouTube, it's Kev, back from the Kev Baker Show. So, how you all feeling today? 24 hours into the knowledge that you really are being spied on. Every word you say, everything you do is going back to the US government. Does it feel good? You know, this is the sort of thing that conspiracy theorists had been warning people about for years, and now after Wikileaks released their list of zero-day hacking tools that the CIA have yesterday, we now know it was everything we feared, the government surveillance, and then some, because this stuff is off the charts. Now, I've got a few thoughts on this, a few bits of news to bring you on it, but of course the world, it's talking about these leaks right now. Here's the Independent yesterday. WikiLeaks publishes massive trove of CIA spying files in Vault 7 release. Sky News, this is laughable. Wait till you see this, because they always have to have some kind of anti-Russian spin, right? Vault 7, what's in the WikiLeaks release of CIA documents? And it says here, one hacking tool the intelligence leak claims to reveal, is the use of the Samsung smart TVs to secretly record conversations. But it says here, disclaimer, although WikiLeaks has proven to provide legitimate sources, the latest leak has not yet been confirmed to be true by the US security services or other organizations involved. Equally, the claimed provenance of the leaks coming from within the CIA HQ in Langley, Virginia, may be bogus. Russian intelligence have formed for feeding WikiLeaks data. You seriously could not make this up, because contained within the treasure trove of documents that is Vault 7 was the fact that the CIA basically have the ability and the capability and the know-how and the will to carry out false flag hacking. Now, what I mean by that is they can hack into a nation-state's computers, a corporation's network, and they can leave forensic fingerprints that, when investigated, will put the blame onto some other nation-state. Because the CIA has been collating and collecting all the Trojans, the malware from absolutely everywhere in the world. And by doing that, when they want to attack somebody else, they just go to that location, get a piece of malware that they've already stolen from there, leave some obvious breadcrumbs, lead them back to their false flag hacking. So when it comes to this whole, did Russia hack the election, you know, it might well appear in a kind of forensic level that they did, but that wouldn't mean it was them. The chances are, if anyone was hacking this election, which we know they were, it was the CIA themselves. Now, today we've had CNN, they're reporting that the federal criminal probe has been opened into WikiLeaks' publication of CIA documents. So now they obviously are quite concerned that they're real, or else they wouldn't be investigating as to how they got leaked. And this cat here, Philip Mudd, counter-terrorism analyst, do you know he's actually sitting saying that this treasure trove of CIA hacking tools is going to be like a gold mine to people over in Raqqa in Syria, because now they're going to be able to know how to take on the CIA because they've got access to the WikiLeaks vault that actually carries the Central Intelligence Agency's Center for Cyber Intelligence hacking kit. Get out of here. And you know, it's a wonder they aren't telling you that they're the only people that are allowed to see these documents, because that's exactly what they've done the last time when all the DNC material was coming out. Now, I haven't had a chance to pour through all of these documents. Not at all. I've downloaded it. I've seen some of the articles that are coming out. One thing I did notice, though, is that with all of this hacking capabilities, malware, etc., it really does put back on the table the questionable death of the young journalist Michael Hastings. Now, he was about to come out with a really big story at the time, and then his life was tragically cut short in a freak accident in his new Mercedes. Now, with the onboard computer in that car and the list of hacking tools and the capabilities that the CIA have, I wonder if now we can say that he was assassinated. But here's the thing, right? I want to get your thoughts on all of this, because this is nothing that we didn't already know. And it's got a little feel of the Edward Snowdens to it. Now, at the time when Edward Snowden came out, a lot of people were saying that he was like a limited hangout. Now, that means that basically he was an operation, an agent. He was used to release information to basically show the public what is going on in the first place anyway, and to get us used to the fact that that's the level of surveillance that is in place. And could it be we're looking at a similar operation here? I'm not sure. Now, we are going through an awakening, so it could well be very genuinely somebody like us working within these organisations has had enough. They thought, do you know what? To hell with this. Fed up spying on our own people, and they've released it. Or we're watching really, really interesting things playing out in America right now. You've got Donald Trump, one of the most divisive characters ever to be in the Oval Office, love him or hate him. And the CIA and the intelligence agencies, it's hard to work out just what way they're or what side they are on. And I imagine the CIA is riddled with cabal agents, people that are very loyal to Obama, to Clinton, that old guard. Now, if that's the case, then Donald Trump really needs to eradicate the intelligence services, get rid of these people, and put in a new system. Could this be what we're watching here? Is this the problem, reaction, solution? We've got a problem at the CIA. People will react. They're going to be outraged that their televisions are watching them, their phones are listening to them. So Donald Trump will ride in, say we'll have some kind of hearings, some kind of committees, and then bada bing, bada boom, it'll all be redesigned and something new will be put in its place. But it's something new that they were probably always wanting to install anyway. Just various things for us to think about. I mean, yes, it's great that we've finally been vindicated as part of this, but what do we do now? Do we just sit back and let it continue? Because I can 99% guarantee that all of these hacking tools and the exploits and the techniques of not just the CIA, but MI6, Mossad, everything else, nothing's going to change because of this. All of this is still going to be rampantly taking place in the background. This is 21st century espionage. You know, spying goes back throughout the ages, and it's never going to go away. It's what nations do. It's what countries do to one another. And nowadays, it's what countries do to their own citizens. And that's what we're seeing now. It's just modern day espionage. This is just spy wars. Unfortunately, all of us are under the microscope, and we're the victims of it. So we'll be talking about this tonight over on the Kev Baker Show. You can let me know what you think. Is it a good thing we know this? Is anything going to come because of it? Let me know in the comments below. Tonight, myself, Johnny Whistles, will be over on the Kev Baker Show. We'll be getting Johnny's thoughts on all of this. And we'll probably be discussing the fact that let's not just look at the CIA, because a lot of this intelligence agency work is farmed out. There's something called the Five Eyes, and it was 5 intelligence agencies, and I believe it was the UK, US, Australia, Germany. I'm not sure, there was 5 of them anyway, but they all share their intel, and they all do each other's dirty work. You know, when there's something deniable you want done, you call in an outside source. And there's people saying that if Donald Trump's phone was wiretapped, and I still find it laughable that he even people even wonder if it was wiretapped. Even before this release, everyone was getting listened to, right? We know that. Donald Trump, surely he was getting listened to. So for people to think, oh, it's outrageous that he thinks he was getting spied on, it's outrageous to think that people out there don't realise we're all getting spied on. So join us tonight. I've taken up far too much of your time, guys. Later, YouTube.